afternoon, YouTube. It's your girl Angela, and I am jumping on today to give you my retwist update. It's hard to, I'm trying to think what number retwist this is. I think this is number 5. Let me see, January, February, March. Yeah, I think this is my 5th retwist, you guys. I'm kind of losing count here. I know we are about a week and a half out from my actual 5-month anniversary. I can't believe it. Like, this time is going by so unbelievably flat. Unbelievably fast. Let me stop talking so quickly. I'm just excited to be on YouTube with you guys. I tell you all the time that this is probably the highlight of my month, if you will, to be able to jump on and tell you all about my hair and what it's doing and kind of get your feedback and your comments and your opinions on what's going on in your individual journeys if you've already started your locks. Some very exciting things have happened over the last month since we last talked, and we'll get into some of that a little bit later on here in the video. But I do want to start first and foremost with the hair. What is this hair doing now? I just got it retwisted on yesterday, so let me give you a close-up. There are my new freshly parted parts, and you know, just kind of some length, if you can see back here. That's always hard. This is the part that's always hard, you guys, trying to get you guys to see the back of my hair. But the cover photo for this video actually shows you the back of my hair and kind of where it's hitting now in the back. It's really like hitting right at the bottom base, if you will, of my neck. So I'm really excited about that. So you can check that out on the cover photo for this video, kind of give you a front view and a back view of the hair. And I know you guys are probably like, what's shaking back there in her hair? So my locks are mature enough to have a cowrie shell put on. Yay! So excited. If you all have done any research on my loctician, Miss Kalima, the Lock Mama Johnson, you all know that she is very, very, very adamant about healthy locks. Very adamant about letting them grow and mature on their own with any or little to no outside interactions or interferences. She wants your locks to do what your locks are going to naturally do. So for me to be able to get a cowrie shell put on was a very exciting milestone. It basically just means that my locks, or certain ones of my locks, have reached a state of maturity where it would not manipulate it too much to have some outside weight added to it. The danger in doing that too early is that even though it may feel light, any type of lock jewelry that you put on your hair too soon can weigh the lock down, and what'll happen is you'll have this one elongated lock that's just separate from the rest of them, and so it kind of just throws the growing process off a little bit. So you don't want to do that too soon to your hair, and that's kind of why I only have one. There were a few other locks within my hair that were mature enough to have them, but I just didn't want to have, you know, a bunch of sporadic cowrie shells, and I just thought that this was just something to indicate that I've reached a milestone in my lock. So I just wanted one just to symbolize that I've reached a milestone. So that's kind of the story behind the one little cowrie shell in my hair. But as you can see, my hair is coming on here. It's locking like all over the place. Like, I do still have some, you know, ends here. Like, this one is a good example of some air pockets. Like, if you can see there's still some gaps in between that lock there, but really those are far and in between now. Like, we're really at a stage now where my air pockets, or gaps if you will, have closed up, and they're starting to round off at the bottom and close up at the end. So it's really exciting stage that I'm in right now. I'm still in that awkward length stage. So if I were to take these pins out right now, because I do have my hair kind of pinned back on this side and over on this side, kind of how I showed you in the last video when I told you I'm at that stage where I don't really know what to do with my hair because the front locks are still long, and so they hang down in my face, and that is still the case now. So I do have it kind of pinned back away from my face so that I can have some kind of shape and style The other thing that was exciting to hear at my retwist appointment yesterday was that my locks are actually at a stage where I could get them styled. So what does that mean? So my loctician, again, is very adamant about letting your locks just grow and mature on their own. And so she technically, rule of thumb for her is not to style your locks until you're about a year, possibly a year and a half into your lock journey. So what does that do? It gives your locks the opportunity to lock all the way through. So you don't have the budding going on, you don't have the bulbs all over through your hair. They basically, you know, enlarged to the bulb and then shrunk back down to the lock, and that's part of the process. Like, your hair is going to get enlarged first, where you start getting that density in the middle of your lock, where that bulb, or your lock looks pregnant. I've heard some people refer to it as that, but it's like a little bulb in the middle of your lock. Once that happens, your hair is forming the lock, and then what happens is that bulb shrinks down again, and it basically just stretches out into the lock. So that's what she's waiting to have happen. She wants the majority of your locks to have gone through that process, and basically what that tells her is that your locks are moving into maturity. So by styling it, you're not going to be, you know, messing up the integrity of the lock too soon or anything like that. So she did say though that if I were to get a style yesterday, my locks would have been strong enough to support it, but I didn't want to do that. I'm only, like I said, will be 5 months on June 14th, and today is the 3rd. Today is June 3rd, Saturday, June 3rd. So we're still about a week and a half to 2 weeks away from 5 months. So I don't want to do anything extra. Like, this was enough for me to symbolize my milestone that I've reached with my journey. I just can't believe that we're almost halfway into a year. Like, it's really crazy how time flies. And I was looking at my day one picture, because I kept all of my pictures from like my day one and then my second retwist, so on and so forth, because I am going to do like a compilation video where I just show you slides of pictures from the beginning to where I end up, and that's probably going to be at the first year. That'll be like my first year video, just to show you from beginning to that point. And so I was looking at my day one video, and I was just like, wow, like, it's almost like, and I don't by any means liken my hair to a child, but if you've ever had a child, you know how quickly that baby goes from infant to toddler to just a little kid. Like, my son is 4 years old, he'll be 5 in October, and I think about him when I brought him home from the hospital to the point where he was a toddler, and now he's just a grown little man, and I just don't even know when the transition happened. Like, it's hard to pinpoint when he went from being my sweet little infant baby to my rambunctious toddler to just this grown little man now. Like, I don't know. It's hard because it happens so quickly, and that's kind of what happens with your locks. Like, you go from these little itty bitty, you know, comb coil spiral curls in your hair, like, oh, they're so cute, and then before you know anything, you got locks. So, you know, it's fun. I'm excited about it. I love my hair, I think, even more so now. Where are we with the fuzzies? I still get quite a bit of fuzzies in my hair. My hair does frizz up just a little bit, not so much now because my hair is starting to grow into the lock now, which is where some of this length is coming from. So I don't deal with as many loose strands at this point as I was dealing with about a month or so ago, because they're really starting to, you know, grow inside of each other now. So that's pretty cool. I'm still just anticipating the length that I was telling you guys about last month, where I just kind of want my hair to be shoulder based. Like, once and not that I'm going to stop there, I'm by no means going to keep my hair that length. I just feel like at that length I'll be able to do more with my hair, like as far as, you know, just different things that I can do with it for the day, like putting it up a little bit, pushing them over to the side. Like, I can't pull my hair up now. Like, it's still there, my length is all over the place still. So if I were to pull it up, I would have some just sticking right out to the side. Excuse me, thought I had to sneeze, sorry you guys. But yeah, I'll have some kind of like these right here. Like, I can show you, like, if you see these side ones, like, look how short some of these are right here on the sides here, and on this side. Well, these ones are pinned in the back, but they're the same length. So if I were to try to pull my hair up, it just wouldn't work out. So I am looking forward to just that, you know, base of my shoulder length where I can wear ponytails and just do some fun stuff like that. So I'm anticipating that day, but I'm not rushing it because I really do enjoy the freedom that I have now of just taking my bonnet off, spraying my moisturizer, and just being gone, you know, for my day. So maintenance, let's get into some of that. I still do the same maintenance on my hair. The only difference is I do oil my scalp more frequently. In the beginning, I was spraying my hair with virgin olive oil every 3 to 4 days. Because of the gel that my loctician uses in my hair for my retwist, I actually oil my hair either some weeks every day or every other day. And what I've done is I mix my virgin olive oil with water in a spray bottle, and I do more oil than water in a spray bottle, and I just spray, you know, my hair in the mornings or at night before I go to bed, and just kind of massage that into my scalp, make sure my locks are hydrated so that it stays healthy and stays moisturized and doesn't, you know, get brittle or dry rotted or anything like that. So that's what I'm doing for maintenance, but just that and a bonnet, and I go to sleep at night. Nothing extra, nothing more, nothing less. My loctician did say that my hair feels really good, so just to continue whatever it is that I was doing. What that's helping with though, I don't know if you all remember in the very, very beginning, I talked to you all about itchy scalp and how my scalp just itched like crazy. I don't have that problem anymore. My scalp has gotten used to my locks now. It's gotten used to being void of greases and conditioners that I used to moisture my hair with, and it's gotten used to just having the water-based oil in my hair. And so now my scalp doesn't itch at all. The only time my hair itches is like normal when you know it's time for your next wash. So that's when I know it's like, okay, I'm getting close to my next retwist appointment because my head is starting to itch a little bit. And normally that happens when I'm about a week away from my retwist appointment. And if you guys remember too, I go 6 weeks before I get my hair done. I don't do any of my own washing. A lot of that is just me being lazy. I will admit that. I do not have the patience to retwist my own hair. So I don't even wash it until I'm getting ready to go get it retwisted, because, you know, once that water hits it, because my hair is still in a new and cultivating and forming stage, some of my locks may unravel under a wash, and I am not going to try to retwist it. So without putting myself in that, you know, area of uncomfort, I just wait until my retwist appointments to get my hair washed. And I always know when they're coming up, because like I said, I start getting that itch, like I need my scalp done. And I work out quite a bit, so, you know, the sweat and everything, by week 5 it's time for me to get my hair washed. So anyway, some of the exciting things that I was telling you guys about, and I know this video seems long, but I feel like I have not talked to you guys in a long time, so there's so much to catch you guys up on. But getting off my hair a little bit and kind of telling you a little bit about what I was excited about, one of my good friends is actually getting ready to start her locks. Yay! I know. I'm not going to say that I solely had anything to do with that, because I know she's been thinking about getting locks for a very long time. But I am excited because she did decide to go with Kalima as her loctician as well. And I do take sole responsibility for that, bringing their two paths together and introducing them on yesterday, and her feeling so comfortable and, you know, excited about her, you know, taking her through this journey as well. So that was very exciting. Some other things that I'm excited about is just this channel. Like, I'm really excited about this channel and the friends that I've made through this channel, some of the companions that I've made through this channel, people reaching out with their questions, their comments, their encouragement. Like, this channel in itself has created its own little community, so I'm like really excited about that. Being a part of the lock community has been very gratifying for me. Like, I love that there is a community surrounding the embracing of a culture and of a, you know, just, you know, of an embracement of self. Like, to me, you know, the lock journey is really just embracing oneself. That's what it's been for me, just embracing who I am, really enjoying what that means, and just really exemplifying that through my hair. And I love it. And I love that the community around it is very positive. Like, I have not come across any negativity, you know, with any of the community outside of this channel as well. Like, just in the world, like wearing my hair in the world and coming across others who are part of this community as well. It's like the camaraderie is just automatic, and I love that. So those are some of the things that I'm excited about. I'm going to get ready to wrap this up, you guys. So I'm going to end, like always, with how I feel. I'm feeling very fulfilled at this point. I'm feeling very, I don't know. I'm happy. You know, the more I grow in my hair, I feel like the more I grow as a person. Just, you know, my, excuse me, I'm excited about, you know, just my husband being on board with this with me. Like, he's been very, very, very supportive in this process. Just him, I put this on Facebook, and I don't know if you follow me on Facebook, but I think what solidified this for me, one night my husband and I were just laying up watching TV, and he just rolled over and he was just like, babe, I was watching one of your lock journal videos, and you know, you are just so beautiful with your locks. And I just, you know, and to me it was just like, wow. Like, I know he was behind me before, and I know he, you know, he always tells me that I'm pretty or that I, you know, look nice or whatever, but for him to give me that stamp of affirmation for something, you know, to me that was very drastic, it was just like, you know, I was done. Like, I didn't need anything else. You know, it solidified the choice that I made to maintain this path, and so I'm just really excited about all of that. So anyway, this is probably the longest video that I've done so far. We're at 18 minutes, so I'm going to wrap up. I don't want to ramble. I love you guys. I will be on again very soon with just some other topics that we can discuss. My next retwist appointment is not until July 11th, so I don't want to be away from you guys that long. So I'll find another reason to jump on and have conversation with you guys. But in the meantime, you guys be good to others, and good will always come back to you. Subscribe to the channel. That way you will always know when I have updates, vlogs about whatever, you know, drops into my spirit to talk to you about that day. So I will talk to you guys soon. Love you. Peace and love.